Cosmic cuts.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Contest Creatives. My name is John.
My name is Doc.
And we are here with Sanjana Stain. She is a 22-year-old photographer and artist from Denver, Colorado. So we have a couple of questions for you. Want to get to know you. So first question, what got you interested in photography?
So for me, really, it was the fact. So when I was in 8th grade, I went on a trip to Washington, D.C., and that was like the first time I had ever gone somewhere with a camera. And I came back, and the photos that I had taken like really surprised me, and then just the aspect that I can like capture those memories and like keep them forever, that kind of like really wheeled me into continuing photography. And then I like realized too, so a lot of people don't know, but I'm blind in one eye, and so doing photography kind of also helps build a full picture. And that's like for me personally, because I can only see like half of what's around me. And that it's weird because that doesn't make sense. But when I take a photo, it shows me like the whole picture of like what's in front of me, and I can see like details that I wouldn't see just like looking at something. And then I kind of just took it from there, and I've been doing it since I was 16, so it's just a lot of self-taught and just, yeah, really just pushing myself to keep doing it, because it's really beautiful how I can, and not just for myself, but like for other people, like capture moments and be able to like revisit that stuff. And so, yeah.
Sweet. That's so cool. So you're also notorious for your love of music. Who are some of your favorite artists and genres?
Oh gosh, okay, so I'm really into like house music. I also listen to like techno too. But like really I'm a smorgasbord of like everything. I love music. Right now, like some of my favorites are like there's a record label called Body High, and they're based out of LA. And that's honestly like my favorite record label, because like all the music that they put out is like so emotional, and I feel like I connect to it in some way. I really like, oh my gosh, again, like right now, Thundercat, that's like great. And then I'm a huge Queen fan. I love Queen so much. I always listen to Queen in the mornings when I'm like getting ready for stuff, because it just puts me in such a good mood. I'm known for really liking the Killers too. But yeah, I mean, I listen to everything, so.
That's awesome. So you went to the Women's March, but you flew out to DC for that.
Yeah, I did.
So is activism something that's important to you? Was this particular march something that you needed to go to?
So activism kind of is like, well, not kind of is, it is something that's really important and true to me. I come from a family that's multicultural. My parents are both white, my younger sister is black, and then from like everyone in between, we're all like from India, Haiti, like my family is just it's mixed. And so to me it's really important, and I've always been taught like growing up to stand up for myself and for my siblings and stuff like that, and to stand up for things that I believe in. You know, I was never told growing up that that's not something I shouldn't do. And my dad kind of started me in protesting and like being active within the community regarding that stuff. And it was when Obama first got elected, we like went and did a protest, and I just thought that was so cool. And then going to the Women's March, I went with my mom and her best friend, and that was kind of like really sentimental for me, because it's important for me to like be doing those kinds of things with the people that taught me to be that way. You know, and so like to go to DC and to march like alongside my mother, that just made it like 50 times more powerful. And then to like be there and see everyone and everything happening, it was very emotional. and like probably something that I'll never like get to experience again. But I wrote like a whole blog post about it. I've started picking up blogging, so I'll like go out and photograph something and then I'll write about it. And so that's like something I'm working on this year to like really not just hone my photojournalism craft, but also my writing too.
Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to reading it. Definitely. So that sounds, I mean, being at the march with your mom, that's extremely inspirational. Is there anything else recently, like since you've gotten back, that has really inspired your work?
I think women in general. I've been focusing a lot more within my personal work and just even my blogging. I'm starting to meet different women that I kind of know through Instagram, but I only know them based on like what they post. And like for me, not that I don't like that, but it's like I follow these people and we follow each other, but I'm only like getting to see one side of them. And so I've been like contacting them and meeting up with them and kind of like photographing them and then writing pieces on them. And that's like another personal project that I'm gonna like boost here in the next week or so.
What are you calling that?
I don't have a name for it yet. That's like really hard for me. I'm bad at like coming up with names for things, but I definitely need to do that.
That's cool.
But yeah, I think I'm just like after going to the Women's March and then really just everything that's going on, I've become like really inspired by all my girlfriends and like people that I know, so I'm trying to incorporate that into my art specifically.
So are people among your favorite things to photograph, or do you like doing locations like nature stuff as well?
So I'll like do nature stuff. I personally don't like it as much. I think what I really enjoy is photographing people. I'm mainly known for like my lifestyle kind of photos. I kind of work more candid than posed. To me, it's like you can really see the naturalness within someone when you photograph them, and you can like really see a side of them that, again, like they wouldn't show you. And so I really get a lot of joy out of just like hanging out with someone for a few hours and talking to them and getting to know them in a way that I never would have sought to see just without my camera, you know. So it's fun. It's very interesting too. I like learn things about people that I would have never known about them. So yeah, it's
Nice. What are some words of advice you would give to someone who's just like starting out a passion, like maybe in the arts or just like in general?
Really, it's just, I sound like Shia LaBeouf, but like, just do it, literally. Cause like really, and sounds so weird, but art is so important, you know, and then especially to have it now, to use it to either voice what you're feeling or, you know, have it to release stress. I mean, I just think art is really important, and I think that especially to people who are just starting out or who are scared to share what they're doing, don't be, because there's someone somewhere out there will connect to it in some way. You know, we live in a world full of people, and for a long time I was really scared to share my work, and then one day I just did it, and now it's like people, and even people who I wouldn't ever think connect to what I do. And so I think that's really important, and to not forget that, because again, it's like you could be the tastemaker and creator for something that someone sees that and they're like, oh, I totally connect with this. It's weird, but you kind of figure that out like along the way of doing it.
No, that's great advice, and definitely what people need to hear, I believe.
Yeah.
So we know about your photography. I see you have poetry books on the table here. Do you write, or do you have any other hobbies or talents that you're interested in?
I write, but it's more on like kind of the journalism and then my life. I journal every day. I wake up in the morning and I write a list, and it can just be like the simplest thing, like brush your hair, take a shower, and that's just kind of like it eases my stress, but also like makes it so I do stuff. It's kind of silly, but I love it. And then I write about random things in my life. I'll write about like the activism that I do. I'm starting like all these various little projects that like incorporate writing and journalism in my photos, kind of, so it's all in one. Yeah.
What is your favorite place in Denver and why?
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard question. My favorite place. Well, do you want food or just like in general?
Anything, whatever.
Anything? Okay. I absolutely loved It's Gone. My favorite place is no longer here.
What is it?
Gypsy House.
Gypsy House Cafe. Yeah.
I miss Gypsy House so much. Shout out to
Shout out to them.
to my gypsy sisters. I found that place in high school. I was like randomly walking by and I went in there, and that's like where I met Denise and like all of them. Sweetest people I've ever met. Brandon, I don't know, he ended up becoming my hairdresser for a good like 10 years. Yeah, it was weird. Like I walked in there and I remember he came up to me and I dyed my hair by myself, and he was like, "Girl, you're bleach," and I was like, "Help me." And that's just like ended up becoming like my second home. That hands down my favorite place, but it sucks it's not here anymore. We're reminiscing in good memories.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having this interview with us. We have some questions that we're going to post online as well. But thank you to Sanjana Stain. Thank you all for watching. And this is Conscious Creatives.
Coming out of my cage. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, dude.